What's cracking YouTube? It's your boy though, back again with another reaction. We got a JxmyHighRoller video that I've been meaning to watch for a minute, but I be forgetting. I be having so many videos recommended in my watch later. I got so many videos I be want to watch. But this is, you've never seen basketball like this. Apparently, this is like WWE mixed with basketball. So you know it's about to be crazy. But before we get into this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're 2 subs away from 900 subscribers. Let's get it. Look at him. Look at him. And ooh! Did he? Bro, I know this floor. This ain't hardwood, bruh. This can't be hardwood, bruh.
Did y'all just see that? These guys are playing basketball. Well, kind of. And this guy just got the life beat out of him. The craziest part about this isn't even a foul.
Bruh, hell nah. He just got hit with the Bill Lambier.
This right here is rug ball, a sport created in Russia that mixes elements of basketball, wrestling, and rugby to create a hybrid monster of a game where you may just lose your life. It's violent, it's unsettling, and it's pretty much the greatest thing I've ever seen. But before I show you some absurd clips of these guys completely dismantling each other, let's go back a few weeks. When I first saw a clip of this sport, wrestling and basketball, how? Or an even better question, why? Well, back in 1999, the Russian Federation of Rugball was formed, making it an official independent sport. But long before it was official, rugball was used by wrestlers as a form of training to help develop coordination, dexterity, stamina, and many other factors that translated to wrestling. And similar to basketball, rugball is played on a court with a ball and a hoop. And that's the extent of their similarities. According to the rugball rulebook, the game begins by throwing the ball in the center of the field. It's a court, not a field, but continue. The ball can be passed, thrown, beat, or rolled in any Hold up. Beat? You want me to beat the ball? In the game, you can use power tricks and fighting techniques except for prohibited ones. And by prohibited ones, they mean killing. You can't kill someone. But other than that, you're good. In rugball, there are no free throws, no fouls, you don't have to dribble, no goaltending. There are literally no rules. Which sounds insane, and that's because it is. Now, equally as chaotic as the game itself is—
Bro, this shit looks like when we was in high school and for some reason the teacher would bring out, like, it was like volleyball day or something, and all the girls had the volleyball, and we like, man, we don't want to play volleyball, but it's always that one occasional football that be in the basket. And we take the football, we're like, man, we kind of sick of throwing it and playing catch. And then you start shooting with the football. This is like super similar to what we used to do in high school, but we ain't really tackle nobody. Like, this is crazy.
I'm not sure if it's called rugball or regball. Most sources call it rugball, but their official website calls it regball. So I'm just gonna call it rugball because everything is ruleless and lawless and nobody cares about anything anyways. You can do whatever you want to score the ball or stop the other team from scoring the ball. And everyone who plays takes advantage of this lack of rules.
They be getting slammed on their neck.
So
God!
Immediate reaction to seeing this
ACL
first
torn,
time,
bruh.
Other team from scoring the ball. And everyone who plays takes advantage of this lack of rules.
That's what I'm saying.
ACL gone, bro.
Reaction to seeing this game for the first time was, ow, doesn't that hurt? Turns out players can wear elbow pads, knee pads, and specific helmets if they want to. But for some odd reason, a lot of players simply don't. Because who needs functioning joints, am I right? Next, I headed over to YouTube and Reddit to see what others thought of this sport. This guy says this sport reminds him of the late 80s, 90s Pistons game.
No, it doesn't.
And I do see the similarities. This Reddit user says that wrestling on hardwood floors isn't sustainable. Sustainable? These guys are ready to die for this game, and you're concerned with sustainability? Owie! This is the perfect game for those overly physical football players and wrestlers that show up to basketball runs to put us all out of our misery. And now that I think about it, this game is probably why wrestlers that play basketball are so aggressive. If I knew y'all were doing this in your spare time, I would have never stepped on a court with y'all. And you're probably thinking, it's not that bad. Kind of rough, but any tough guy could manage. And you're wrong. Let's just watch some highlights of one game of rugball. Okay, tip off. Looks like a pretty normal game of, oh, wait, never mind. Right off the jump, homie's getting mauled for no reason. 4 whole seconds into the game, and dude already doesn't give a damn. First possession. Let's see what happens here. Jesus, the game just started. Dude just absolutely wrecked his elbow and we're just supposed to act like it's normal? My guy, are you good? What? Man's just got smoked. And then pops back up like
if his head hit the if his head literally just got bounced off the fucking hardwood like a goddamn basketball, like, bruh, little Bow Wow was just he just did that, bruh. His head just bounced off the ground like that, bruh. What the fuck? And he got right back up.
And then pops back up like nothing happened. Forget a fractured skull. I gotta get back on defense. Guys, this was not a foul. This, in the NBA, this is attempted murder. Fast forward a few minutes, and this guy's getting choked out. Dude in the red is just looking for a reason to whoop someone's ass. And then,
this is not backyard wrestling. There's no tap outs, no submissions. What is this? What is going on?
This guy's getting choked out. Dude in the red is just looking for a reason to whoop someone's ass. And then he gets up and gets mad at the ref. Like, dog, you're telling me I can't just end this man right here, right now? I thought this was rug ball. 5 minutes into the game, and the whole place is unraveling. All right, next play. Dude puts up a brick. Surprised it didn't shatter the backboard. He doesn't give a damn. Immediately chases the rebound like his life depends on it. Meanwhile, his teammate is actively putting this guy to sleep. They couldn't care less. They're on a fast break. Oh, loose ball? You get wrecked. Okay, so on this next play, I'm not sure if this guy is a point guard or a hitman, but he is in a literal fist fight with his matchup. But here comes his teammate. Destroys this guy's spine. Bye. Good luck walking ever again. Fast forward. Number 55 is on a mission. He should probably be in the post right now, but this is rug ball. So instead, he's pulling up from 22 feet and knocks down.
Wow.
Out of all the madness I just witnessed, this is the craziest thing yet. Dude splashed a three-pointer like he was made for it. And oddly enough, this play right here is probably the closest thing resembling basketball. And to top off all of this absolute chaos, broken bones and fractured vertebrae, the final score,
8 to fucking 4.
Oh, rug ball. So, you're telling me all they had to do was hit 3 threes and that would have been enough to avoid all of this pain and misery? 3 threes? This is amazing. I love it. In fact, I think every NBA player should have to play at least one game of rug ball in their career. I mean, it might just end their career, but at least they would have some perspective on just how soft some of their calls are. You can't even breathe, literally breathe, on some NBA players without them begging for a call. Meanwhile, rug ball players are going to war over 7 points, which actually makes me think, how do the stats work? Do they count takedowns as a stat? What about punches thrown? How am I ever supposed to make a graph out of this convoluted information? A good stat would be points prevented. Like, you just sent that poor guy into the stanchion and gave him debilitating CTE. Great defense. And it's not like this particular game was any more violent than other games. This game got so intense that the fans started fighting. So what do they do to mediate the situation? Get right back to the action, of course.
They just got a basketball there for an excuse to drop somebody on their face.
Here's a video of
he
MMA
just slammed Buddy on his neck.
To drop somebody on their face.
Here's a video of MMA superstar Khabib playing rug ball, a sport that he actually plays often while training.
I'm gonna show you Dagestan basketball without rules. Only one rule: don't hurt yourself.
He's getting into his bag, putting up some shots and getting some cardio in. Never mind, he's got a guy in submission. This poor guy just wanted to get his head knocked off in a simple game of rug ball, but instead he's getting folded like a lawn chair in the middle of the game by one of the best fighters on the planet. This went on for minutes, and yet somehow this isn't excessive for this sport. So because this game would give some much needed perspective to some NBA players, granted they miraculously don't sustain a life-threatening injury in the process, who would you pick if you had to assemble a rug ball team of all NBA players? Donovan Mitchell took notice on this insane sport earlier this year, but I don't think you would be quick to sign up. So if I had to choose a 7-man lineup,
all time or just current players? Current players, probably Kawhi, LeBron, Dwight. Who is some point guards that's like just strong? Pause. Damn. If we talk about built point guards, I'll probably like, I can't think of one. Eric Bledsoe. We need a shooting guard. Probably like PJ Tucker or something. I don't know.
Absolutely no idea how positions work. I'm going to go with Zion Williamson.
Oh,
Eric
Zion.
Bledsoe, Steven Adams, PJ Tucker, Giannis, Russell Westbrook, and Stephen Curry. Considering the skill sets, or lack thereof, you would need to excel at this sport, I think this lineup is filthy. Zion is an absolute unit, and already gets beaten down low every game, so this is just a step up from what he sees on a nightly basis. Eric Bledsoe is an NFL running back that accidentally signed up for the wrong sport when he was 10 and never looked back, so he would be perfect for that.
Nah, Eric Bledsoe, he wasn't like he wasn't super built like this when he was on the Clippers back in the day.
That accidentally signed up for the wrong sport when he was 10 and never looked back. So he would be perfect for this. Steven Adams is an immovable object, so good luck with that. PJ Tucker might have the most lopsided height to weight ratio in the NBA, so just his frame alone would make him great at this sport. With Giannis, I wouldn't change a single thing from what he does in basketball games. Just give him the ball at the top of the key, have him sprint at the rim at 20 miles an hour, and hope he runs through a few bodies and gets a bucket in the process. Russell Westbrook? Well, he's a no-brainer here. In fact, he'd probably have a good case as the rug ball GOAT. And Steph Curry, it's an odd pick, right? Wrong. Remember,
just to
guys,
shoot.
all we need is a few threes to win the game. So avoid the headlocks and the clotheslines, hit some deep threes, and we're the rug ball champions. Just imagine if you saw this lineup with no context. You'd be baffled, which is precisely how I feel about rug ball. Baffled, confused, a little scared, and honestly, impressed. This sport is actually really cool. I mean, I personally wouldn't play it. I actually enjoy not being in excruciating pain. But while watching some of these videos, I found myself kind of getting hyped to see who would win these games and who would even make it out alive. Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever played rug ball? And if so, what was your experience like? And how much did your hospital bill come out
to? This is, I guess I was correct about what it was. It looked like a lot of Kurt Angles and John Cena's out there just Batista bombing, hip tossing. That's ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. This shit's crazy. Rug ball. What an odd sport it is. But YouTube, I'm out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Comment other videos I should watch next. And I'll catch y'all on the flip.